Okay, my name is Solo Anch, and in this video, we want to find all integer solutions to the system of equations. Square root of x plus y equals to 7, and then x plus y equals to 11. Of course, we have to call this equation 1 and equation 2. Okay, actually, we're not really after, it's not really about the solution, but the method we're going to use to solve this, I believe, is going to be interesting. Anyway, I'd like to see your comment on that, and if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed the video, right? Okay, so let's see what we can do. So as a solution, well, I'm going to start off by saying what? Subtract equation 1 from equation 2. So let me write it out here. Equation 2 minus equation 1. Okay, so let's see what this will give us. So we're going to have to say x minus square root of x, okay, then plus square root of y minus y. Good. This is equals to 11 minus 7 is just 4. Okay, the next thing I'd like to do is to rearrange this. I'm going to pick x and then negative y together. So that'll be x minus y. So I'm picking these two. And then next I'm going to pick minus square root of x and then plus square root of y, but I'm going to factor out the negative sign, leaving us with square root of x. This is plus, but I factor out the minus sign, that will be minus square root of y. Good. Right here we have 4. Okay, the next thing I'll do is this. I'm going to rewrite x as the square root of x squared, and then I'm going to rewrite y as the square root of y squared. Okay, good. There is a negative sign in between. Then this is minus, well, this bracket as well. So that will be square root of x minus square root of y. Okay, we equate this to 4. Now notice these first two terms, difference of two squares. So we know that when we have the difference of two squares like a minus b, a squared minus b squared, we can factorize this as a minus b times a plus b. Isn't that very nice? Okay, so we're going to use that right here. That means we're going to have that'll be okay. So let's continue. So with that, that means we're going to have square root of x, okay, minus square root of y. Good. So our a in this case is square root of x and our b is square root of y. So you check that out. That'll be then square root of x plus square root of y. Good. And then we have minus, still the difference between the roots. That will be square root of x first, square root of x, okay, then minus square root of y. Good. On the right hand side we have 4. So I'm going to factor out the common factor. So you notice that this right here is a common factor. It's here and it's over here as well. So we will factor that out. We'll have square root of x minus square root of y. We factor that out. We'll be left with, well, square root of x plus square root of y. Then over here, we'll be left with negative 1. Good. This is equal to 4. So the product of two brackets gives us 4. Okay? This is not a case of 0. We'll say at least one of them must be 0. So this is how we're going to handle them. And you're going to list out some possibilities anyway. So if we have to take the product of two things and we get 4, is either the first one is 4 and the second one is 1, or the both of them are 2, or maybe this one is 1, this one is 4. Good. But you don't forget about the negatives. Okay, so the product of two things gives us a positive 4. The two of them must be, if we have negative, then two of them will be negative. The two possible factors will be negative. So for example, negative 4 and negative 1, negative 2 and negative 2, and or lastly, negative 1, negative 4. So this is how we're going to handle them. I'm going to handle all of this way, so you take note of this. So let me write out what we have. Square root of x minus y, it may be 4, and then this one may be 1, and so on and so forth. So let me put it out here. So that is square root of x minus y. Oh, I didn't rule this page. Okay, so this is square root of x plus square root of y minus 1. So don't forget 4, 1, 2, 2, and so on and so forth. So this will be 4. That's when this one will be 1. This will be 2. That's when this one is 2. 1. This is 4. So that we multiply, we get that minus 4 minus 1 minus 2 minus 2, then minus 1 minus 4. Good. Okay, that's nice. Good. So the next thing I'll do is to add these two equations. So these are not really two equations. Let me give them names. equation 3, not really equation 3, I should be saying equations 3 and then equations 4. Okay, that's 4. Okay, equations 3 and equations 4. I'm going to add the two of them. I'm going to add the two equations. Notice what we're going to have on the left hand side. On the left hand side, we'll have square root of x plus square root of x. That'll be 2 times square root of x. The negative, this should be square root of y. Sorry, I missed that. On this other page, this was square root of x minus square root of y. That is it right here. So yeah. Okay, so this and that will give us 0. Then this is minus 1 equals to, so let's add each of these equations. So 4 plus 1, did I say add? Yeah, I said add. 4 plus 1 is 5, 2 plus 2 is 4. Okay, let me just be putting or in between. 1 plus 4 is 5. Well, we don't even have to repeat the equation, okay, based on the addition. So this is negative 4 plus negative 1, that is negative 5. This is negative 4. Again, we will not repeat the negative 5. Okay, great. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to add 1 to both sides. And by both sides, you know, there are different equations here. So this is square root of 2x. 2 root x equals to, when we add 1 to everybody, we'll have 6 or 5 or negative 5 plus 1, that's negative 4, or negative 4 plus 1, that's negative 3. But take note of this last two. This last two is absurd, or they're absurd. The last two equations, negative 4 and negative 3. That's so because 2 root x cannot give us negative. Okay, because when we take root x, we restrict the codomain to be only positive, only a set of non-negative real numbers. So this is not possible. So in that case, we only have this to work with. So we divide both sides by 2. Okay, so that we have root x is 3 or 5 by 2, or 5 by 2. But again, this 5 by 2 is a problem. For us to have a rational, that is a fraction as a result, you know, for integer solutions, okay, this equation will not be possible. Square root of some integer can either give us an irrational number or an integer. Okay, but this right here is not irrational, so that's absurd. How can we get 5 over 2 if this is not a perfect square? But it's a problem anyway. Good. So the only thing we have here is 3. Okay, so what does that mean? If square root of x is equals to 3, it means that x is 9 by taking the square of both sides. So we get x to be 9 like that. So we have to get corresponding value of x. So maybe we can trace back to equation 2. So you notice that from equation 2, we have x plus root 9 is equals to 11. So maybe let's do it over here. So from equation 2, we have that x plus square root of 9 is 11. But we just found x, sorry, not square root of 9, square root of y. But we just found x to be 9. So 9 plus square root of y is 11. So solving this out, we can get that y is, let me say square root of y is 2, and that tells us that y is 4, just by taking the square of both sides. So the solution will be 9 for x and then 4 for y. And let's check if this works. If this solution works, right? So if x is 9, square root of 9 is 3, 3 plus 4, that's 7. That's true. If x is 9, 9 plus square root of 4 is 2, 9 plus 2, that's 11. That's true. I don't know how the method is, but whatever you have, please don't forget to put it in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Please share this video with your friends. I'll continue for my next video.